I'm going to start by creating a box and whisker plot. Now if we take a look here, these are not in order. So my preferred way of doing this is to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 numbers in my data set, so I like to go and write them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, then I don't get lost and make sure I don't forget a number. So looking across here, 10 is my lowest, so I've got 2 of those. I've got 1 11. I have 3 12s. It looks like I have a 13, a 14, a 17, a 15, 17, and an 18. Okay, so I've gone through, I've put all of them in, I should be good. Now I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, because I have 11, that tells me that my middle exists. My middle is going to be located, if I go in from the edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my actual middle that exists. Okay, so this is my minimum. This is my max. This is my median. Once I identify my median, I take all of these here and here, and I split them up. The middle of the first set is my Q1. The middle of the second set is Q3. Technically, my median is going to be Q2. Okay? So from here, I'm going to take all this information, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to make my box and whisker plot. So this is going to start at 10. It's going to go up here to 18. All right, my middle is 12, so 12 is a little bit closer to 10, so I'm going to put that there. My Q1 is 11, which is right in the middle. My Q3 is 15, which is right about here. Oops. So I'm using these values to make my box and whisker plot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here's my box. Here are my whiskers. And that's it. Okay. For the next part, we're going to create a box and whisker plot, and then we're going to answer questions at the bottom related to that. All right, so same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My lowest number that I can see here, I believe, is 20. Then I have 24. It looks like these are already in order, but it's good practice just to make sure. 34, 37, 48, 50, and 52. Now, what's a bummer about this one is that this is my min, this is my max, but when I count these, I have an even number, which means my median is going to be in the middle. The way that I find my median is to take the average of the 2 in the middle. Okay. So the average of the 2 in the middle is going to be 34 plus 37 divided by 2, which is 35.5. That leaves me 4 data to the left and 4 data to the right. I have to find the middle between these two because, again, I have an even number. So 24.24 plus 29 divided by 2, make sure you do this in 2 steps, is 26.5. The middle between 48 and 50, I think we all know, is 49. So there's Q3, there's Q1. So when I make this, it's going to start at 20. It's going to go all the way up to 52. 33.5 is in the middle here. I'm sorry, I guess that's 35.5. Q1 is 26.5, and 49 is my Q3. Q1, Q2, also known as the median, my min, and my max. So I can draw that, make this a box, last whisker. All right. So one key part here is that when it's broken into 4 equal sections, even though it doesn't look equal because this third section looks really big, this is 25% of the data, this is 25, this is 25, as is this. That's what each quarter represents. What percentage of the data is above the median? So above the median would be these 2 sections. The percentage of the data is 50%. What percentage of the data is below 49? 2, 3, 75%. What percent of the data is between the first and the third quartile? 50%. What percent of the data is above 49? Is 25%. And what is the interquartile range total of the data? So this is a new one, interquartile range. If we go back to in previous notes, the interquartile range is to take Q3 and subtract Q1. So Q3 is 49 minus Q1 is 26.5. And the answer I have is 49 minus 26.5, 22.5. Right. Let's go on to the last page. It's not a lot of work. It's just answering some multiple choice questions that would be typical to a Keystone exam. Colby, we have this information here. So sometimes I like to just sort of add the stuff that I know to it. Here's Q3, here's Q1, here's the median. What statement is true about the data? So let's take a look. The range of the data is 25. Well, the range is the highest, which looks like it's going to be about 95. And the lowest is going to be 25. So 90 minus 25 equals 70. This is not true. Max minus the minimum is the range. 1/2 of the data are below 65. So 65 is right here. I don't think this is half the data. I think this is only 25% of the data. It's the first quartile. So we know that's not true. The median of the data is 60. Well, here's that. I think the median is higher than 60. 3/4 of the data are below 90. So 90 is here, 25, 25, and 25. 1, 2, 3, 3/4. That's going to be my answer. So basically you have to do the work for all of them, even though it's a singular multiple choice question. All right, last one. Mr. Cooley's health record is shown here. So we've got 2 box and whisker plots. One that explains males, one that explains females. Which of the following statements are true? The interquartile range of the data for males is equal to the interquartile range for females. So let's talk about this. Interquartile range for males is going to be 23 minus 17. Interquartile range for females is going to be 20 and 12. So this is 6, this is 8. These are not the same, therefore this is not true. The median of push-ups is greater than the median of push-ups for females. Let's see. Here's the median. Here's the median. This looks like it's true. The median for males is higher than the median for females. All of the males did more push-ups in 1 minute than 25% of the females. All of the males. All of them did more than 25%. So here's 25%. All of this is 100%. This looks like it's true. The data for males has a larger spread than for females. Spread is another word for range. So the range, these are interchangeable words, of males is 25 minus 12. For females is 24 minus 10. So this is 13 and this one is 14. It looks like the females is actually more than the males. So this one is not true. 50% of the males and 50% of the females did between 12 and 20 push-ups. So here's 12. Here's 20. 25, 25. 50%. 25, 25. 50%. This one is also true. So this has 3 true answers and 2 that are false. Right? Analyze, answer the questions. The big idea here is when it says range, we also want to include the spread. That's another word for that.